so I had the gastric bypass surgery about 5 years ago, and my weight stabilized for maybe the last 3 years. And I was still unhappy with the sagging skin. So it's really terrible to lose all that weight, and you look better in clothes, but you feel horrible when you look at yourself. And I really just wanted something done about it. I went from 140 to 286 pounds within a 10-year span. I carried that weight for probably like the full brunt of it for probably 4 years. I had a gastric bypass. It went really well laparoscopically. I lost down to about 160, and I have really loose skin on my legs. They're very jiggly. I've always been disproportionate as far as my thighs to the rest of my body, and my stomach was saggy. When I originally decided to look into the plastic surgery, I was a member of obesityhelp.com, which is my bariatric surgeon had directed me to for support groups and just information. And there's a listing of plastic surgeons on there. I saw a few and just really didn't do anything about it for a while. And then I saw a couple in the paper. I don't want to mention their names.
Not the other
Sorry.
ones.
And I read the reviews of, actually, I didn't really go back and read the reviews. I just thought they're in the area. I'll go see them and see what I think. So the first one I saw, I was really kind of herded in and out of the office. I think he had an emergency while I was there, but they called to schedule the appointment for surgery, a week after I had seen him one time for maybe 5 minutes. And he really wanted to do a lot more than what I wanted done, and it was just scary. And it just made me feel really horrible about myself, like worse already. And I don't know, to me it's a big decision, and I didn't feel like he gave it the weight that it needed. So I kept looking. I had another one. I didn't follow through with him. And then I saw Dr. Kasden. I believe I saw an ad in the Keller, little Keller paper that comes free once a week. So I looked him up on Obesity Help, and I didn't see anything negative about him. I thought, well, I'll try this guy out. And I visited him maybe October of last year and discussed getting a tummy tuck, and he was very concerned about what I wanted. He listened to what I thought were my problems, why I wanted the surgery, and was very explicit in what would happen, what the surgery entailed. He was reluctant to do the thigh lift with the abdominoplasty because it's very stressful on your body, which I think was probably a good decision because it was very stressful on my body. And I'm happy with the results. My legs are much thinner. They're pretty swollen. I think I was more scared of the tummy tuck than the thigh, the liposuction. And it's actually been more troublesome to me than the tummy tuck. And my stomach is totally flat. It looks really good. It doesn't look like mine. My belly button looks just like it did before I had the surgery. It's a little red now, but all in all, I'm very happy I did it. I just think that the first couple of weeks was really rough. Mentally, I didn't really think that it would be so hard on me to see myself in a better light. But
what did you think about how my office treated you, how I treated you? Did everyone treat you with respect and gentleness and kindness?
Yes, his Dr. Kasden's office, everybody's really nice. And sorry, he's been very compassionate about the struggles or the emotional aspect of the surgery, which is not something I expected at all. Maybe he should be in a shrink. But I don't have any complaints at all. I don't know what else to say. His office staff is very sweet. Anything I've asked, they've been very prompt in handling any problems I have or returning my calls. And the same as Dr. Kasden. So, sorry.
No, that's perfectly fine. So, if you had it to do all over again, would you do it all over again?
Yes, I think if you would have asked me that a few weeks ago, I would have said no.
That's getting better now, huh?
Yeah, but I'm very happy with it. It's just amazing to look in the mirror and there's less there to hate. Like I don't, thighs or whatever, and it's not there anymore. And it's just really nice to feel better and to have confidence and to just something that you feel is a flaw or makes you stand out in a negative way, to have it gone. And I really think that I should have had it done a long time ago if my body had been stable and my weight was smaller or less.
If someone considering going through what you went through, what would you tell them based on your experience? Not necessarily about me, but how's it changed your life and so forth?
I think it was, the surgery was definitely much more difficult than I anticipated, and not really physically, really just for me emotionally. I know it's kind of silly to say, but for me it really was. And I don't regret it. I think that once you realize how much better you feel about yourself, you won't look back. Like I keep thinking, wow, I could have done this a long time ago. And I don't know, I'm just, I feel better in my own skin. And I think that's worth it to me.
Excellent. Well, I've enjoyed watching you blossom too.
I think Dr. Kasden, and he's treats the whole person. And he's took a lot of time with me to see what was wrong, what I wanted, what I expected, what was realistic for me. I just think that the one-on-one time to actually, it made me feel more of a person, like he was concerned, and I really feel like takes pride in his work and is intent on doing a very good job. And something else I was going to say, I forgot. Oh, I also like that he does the follow-ups too, so he knows what's going on and he can see problems before, I guess, they get worse. So I don't know if all doctors do that, but.
So are you happy overall?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to thank you for being a good sport.
You're welcome.